Anita Mwangazi, we apologize for the late start and the technical difficulties involved. Now, the Centenary Bank branch in Kasese Town has been attacked by suspected robbers. However, one was shot dead on spot by the security guards while the other was arrested. The robbers, who are reported to have been three, the third one is still on the run, and made the attack on the bank using a Toyota Primo registration number UAV 126X.
The attack occurred at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, involving three armed robbers. One was shot dead on spot, the second was arrested, and the third is still on the run. The dead robber is reported to have been in his 30s. He died on the way to Kilembe Hospital. According to police, the robbers arrived at the Centenary Bank Kasese branch in a Toyota Primo vehicle. However, in the course of retreating out of the bank premises amidst sporadic shooting, the robbers rammed their vehicle in a water channel, which turned out to be a trap for them.
Been very unfortunate, and the good thing is that we are having now all the suspects, and much as one of them has died, but the beauty about this, another one is alive. He will be able to tell us the order of how they had come from this bank.
Robitex, a prominent businessman in Kasese, confessed having lost 2 million shillings to the same gang of robbers around last year here at Centenary Bank Kasese branch.
And they realized that somebody had stolen the money. But later I learned from other customers here that also they had lost the money in the same manner. So today I learned that the same people had come to steal in the same manner, and one of them was killed here.
The branch manager, Centenary Bank, Muhabuzi Benon, said that they had got prior information about the gang of thieves. However, stressed that they have boosted security in and around the bank to ensure that nothing goes wrong at the bank premises.
And when these robbers noticed that we were closing the only main entrance and exit, they had forced their way out. In fact, they almost killed a guard at the gate because they forced their way through a closed gate. So if it was somebody who had nothing to do with either being a robber or not being a wrong element, you wouldn't drive a vehicle into a closed gate where you see even a security guard.
But confirmed reports from police indicated that this gang of robbers has always targeted people transacting bulky sums of money. However, by press time, the body of the gunned down robber had been taken to Kasese Municipality mortuary.
Last evening, Prince David Chijanangoma was released unconditionally after spending more than 24 hours in a police cell for attacking and accusing the Omukama of Toro, Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru of incompetence, abandoning his kingdom and the Queen Mother, selling off kingdom assets, among them the Milo land of the kingdom. As a result of this brewing tension, police had preferred charges of trespass against Prince Chijanangoma before the Chief Magistrate Court at the Boma released the prince unconditionally amidst building tension in Fort Portal town that left business at a standstill.
David Chijanangoma. Thanks for joining me, Professor. What do you make of the current running battles between Prince David Chijanangoma attacking the throne of Omukama Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru?
I've been told that the Omukama does not stay in Toro, and that he's more or less in a kind of mild exile in Kampala, in Buganda, under another kingdom. So that has come to hurt some people in Toro. That was one reason I was told that there is a kind of disappointment concerning Toro Kingdom. Another complaint I've heard has been that the mother of Omukama does not welcome the princes and princesses in the palace properly. The absence of Omukama and the lack of being properly welcomed by the mother has caused a kind of negative feelings concerning the Batoro, who are very much concerned with what a kingdom should be in Toro or on behalf of Toro.
On the notion that is being raised by Prince David Kijanangoma, that Omukama Oyo Nyimba Kabambiguru has abandoned his kingdom. He has come, in other words, in political science, which people would say that he has come, he has sought for refuge in Buganda Kingdom. Does this make sense?
I would not really say it is refuge to Uganda, but I would imagine that he's a young man and staying in Toro would be very lonely for him. Maybe Kampala, bigger than Fort Portal, would be more entertaining for him than Fort Portal. But since he is Omukama, who's supposed to be illustrating a kind of royal image to his people, he should be in Toro, Kabarole Palace. But when he needs visiting Kampala, I think he has the right to come to Kampala. But then when people there also feel they want him and they really need him as a royal image, they are right.
He has got enough exposure than any common Mutoro youth. He has lived in London for quite some good time. He has had the best education. Many feel that he is in position to guide the disgruntled youth in Toro.
In my way of understanding what the situation is, I think he has got some kind of middle education. And with age, he doesn't have mature age actually to address the kind of maturity the Toro Kingdom has. You see, you understand what I mean by maturity. Elders, some professors there, the population as a whole, from the young to the old. I think his age doesn't properly fit there. In terms of age and academic status, much as I sympathize with his level of education, I would suggest that why not have him go out again for further education so that he can have a wider scope of how he can describe what we call society in social science. Does he understand society, and can he differentiate that from ordinary community?
But I do believe that now that is what is causing friction, because people feel back home that this person has been kept away from the kingdom to understand the norms of the land, to understand his tradition, what his subjects need. And that I do believe that is the point of Prince David Kijanangoma.
So now there, when you consider that, I would suggest that we talk to Akiki, the mother, so that she allows, that is, if it is true that she doesn't allow, she does not entertain fully or as required the princes and princesses to visit the palace in the way they would otherwise have wanted. Akiki should also be advised that people want more of this young man than she thinks they have had him or he had them.
Thank you, Timothy Sibasi, for that. Uganda has for so long and continues to be trapped in the close of unemployment and poor skills development. This has cost many graduates job opportunities, while for some they've not even got close enough to having jobs. Now, as part of government efforts to reverse this trend, a new program, Higher Education, Science and Technology HEST, in partnership with Uganda Manufacturers Association that runs from 2015 to 2017 has been rolled out for postgraduate training, with 400 students set to benefit for 3 months training in 2015 alone.
Transiting to Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Eastern Democratic.
3 to 4 years, and we started this program just we shall spend less money on people from Kenya or some other places, because we shall have our own and maybe they'll be paid less.
It's $22 million, and I think this is what we need to listen to. And again, under this, because of what was already happening under HEST project, the internship which is being launched today, we let the government aware of this because they were ready to, and we thought it was interesting. So we still under this window lobbied to ensure that internship and even apprenticeship will be covered.
We need to emphasize skills more than we have been doing so far, in practical terms, not just in position papers, and to revise the modalities of imparting such skills. There is an urgent need to inculcate inquisitiveness in the minds of our students as opposed to docile and dogmatic acceptance of facts, just to pass exams. We must strive to demonstrate the value and practicality of scientific knowledge.
And as manufacturers, we need to play a key role in improving the skills of the citizens of this country by offering work placements that give a chance to our children and students to gain hands-on experience, build confidence, test drive their talents, and choose a befitting career, and also enhance their development in their careers.
Compete without the relevant skills. Imparting skills is one thing, but imparting the relevant skills that can make somebody do what is required for the market and be self-sustaining.
Chaos has ensued at Masjid Nur Mosque along William Street in Kampala following a bullet fired into the mosque by a security guard whose particulars still remain scanty. The bullet was fired into the mosque as Muslims were preparing for their Jummah prayers. The reason for firing into the mosque also remains unclear. However, angry Muslims who have threatened to pursue the person who fired into the mosque suspect one Najib Sonko, the former chairman of Masjid Nur Mosque, who they accuse of having been behind the plans of selling this particular mosque. We'll bring you the highlights of what transpired at this mosque in the pursuit of the guard who fired inside the mosque in our other subsequent bulletins at 5:30 and at 7 p.m. and 9:30 and 9 o'clock. Do stay tuned. We'll return shortly with the latest in sports. Welcome back to WBS Afternoon Edition. We now delve onto the international scene. Sierra Leone's government has declared a 5-day lockdown in the country's north to set up efforts to contain the Ebola epidemic, which is making an exception for Christmas. Muslims and Christians are not allowed to hold services in mosques and churches throughout the lockdown, except for Christians on Christmas Day. The announced lockdown is designed to intensify the containment of the Ebola virus. Well, moving on, campaigning is close to winding up